My name is Sonja Hyppänen and I'm born in Finland. And I've been with Sea Shepherd for 5 years now. My training from uni is journalism. I still go back to that job.
By far most of the people within Sea Shepherd are volunteers, even if this is a massive global organization. It's not so much like I'm in the military or whatever. I just protect what's closest to my heart.
The open ocean is a lawless area. The UN is just starting to address that now.
There's not many organisations left that do what they do and go thousands of miles, trying to protect the marine life in the waters.
Just like the strength of an ecosystem is in diversity, the strength of any movement lies in diversity. So this is why we're a volunteer organization.
And I think, okay, we say we come here with a motivation. It's beyond motivation, and to be committed to something that's right.
If you look on the Earth as a spaceship, which is what it is, or traveling around the galaxy, every spaceship has a life support system, and our life support system is that biodiversity, especially in the ocean.
The land is small, it's 30% of this whole planet. And that's what we think of, the land, but the ocean is really the planet, is the ocean.
The ocean provides us everything that we need to survive. It produces oxygen, produces food, regulates climate and temperature.
Well, it gets back to that essential mantra that if the oceans die, we die. But the power of money and consumption has been overriding all of that.
They've always said that they're conducting scientific research. So the International Court of Justice underlined that. They basically said that what whalers are doing is in fact a poaching operation.
There's not these surpluses of stuff lying around in the ocean. It's all there in the amount that it needs to be for the ocean to live.
So Sea Shepherd steps in accordance with the United Nations World Charter for Nature.
So we enforce international conservation law against illegal fishing activity.
Yeah, I've got a radar target about 9 miles. See if you can see anything over that way.
Well, Barker, this is Sam Simon.
Roger that. It definitely looks like a ship on the radar, so it looks like about 11 o'clock.
250 meters, correct?
Dismount crew, close all dampers, meet F station.
It's not just a protest, it's not just banner waving or petition signing, it's getting physically involved and making a difference.
You can bring in a defensive line. I'm in the water. Keep on the line, nice and tight. Free stick, we are going in the water.
It's challenging the system, and the system is in favour of the bureaucracy.
And when you try and stand up against that, it's odd the reaction you get.
Try and going closer, make a full time.
Echo, this is free. For your information, we are going home alongside.
You are whaling illegally in these waters. You have been condemned by the International Court of Justice.
To be honest, if we were doing the wrong thing, would Sea Shepherd would be shut down. I wouldn't be able to volunteer.
Your actions are not in accordance with the international rules of the road.
What you are doing is illegal. We are doing nothing wrong.
You're crossing our port side. You must give way. Please brace for collision.
Stop!
You have purposely endangered our crew and damaged our vessel. Change your course to port to prevent further damage. All fishing vessels to Sergeant Starboard.
You're fishing illegally in these waters. People just came up and were like, what are you guys, or what is it what you're doing? And they just couldn't figure it out at all with the jolly and the logos and everyone in black.
We only go against illegal operators. So with authorities, we do everything by the book. It's very important for us to be recognized as a legitimate law enforcement force.
All right.
Many of them have never been to sea before. Many of them have never done anything like this before.
The ocean is not very well at the moment. It's pretty sick and needs a lot of help.
So really what we're talking about is a movement to save ourselves from ourselves.
Everybody doing okay? Anybody wants to go get some rest?
We have people who are 18, people who are 65, they're artists, they're lawyers, they're plumbers, journalists, different religious backgrounds, you know. Like, I'm just a normal girl from a little town. How I perceive the world, everything's connected. Your oceans are connected to the land, which is connected to the people. So if we keep depleting the fish stocks with overfishing, illegal fishing, there's no food for people on the planet. I do believe that every human being is good at their heart, so if you give them the correct information, they will change. And I think it's just something that I've been looking for the whole of my life, how I can make a direct impact for the well-being of the planet.
Sea Shepherd can't spend the next 50 years in the Antarctic policing the anti-whaling campaign, but also the governments can't afford it. So we have to educate the people that it's not the right thing to do, and that is the way forward.
This is almost a key moment to join any sort of fight that is gonna try to bring a change. Everything counts in this very moment of history.
We're not here to be pessimistic, because we know we've got something to save. If there was nothing to save, we wouldn't be here.
It's not like you get another chance at these things, you know. Once it's gone, it's very often that's it.
We don't try to say that Sea Shepherd is going to save the world. We're not. But we can set an example for others.
Met a lot of really great, passionate people, and it's nice to just be part of something for people who haven't given up hope.
It's not a point where we can't move forward positively, absolutely not. And I think the fight is a good one, and it's just education.
When people get to know about Sea Shepherd, it's mostly you know them from TV, you know the direct actions.
The media can transport quite a different image of what this organization is about and what we actually do.
People know us from the anti-whaling campaigns in the Antarctic, but of course we've done a lot more. And
I'll walk into a room and they'll look at me and they'll go, wow, we didn't think you'd look like that.
You have to work with so many different people, depending on their background, depending on their education, of their religion, their culture.
They're as good as any professional crew I've ever witnessed because they want to be there. They're not just in it for the money.
this is exactly the reason why I wanted to join Sea Shepherd, using direct action and not just witnessing illegal activities happening or injustice happening in our oceans.
And that's what I think makes us so strong, that we can make the bond between everybody and then work together when there are situations that we need to do actions in.
I think it's interesting how they always, eco-terrorists and pirates and all these different things, and yet I turn in my sea time to the U.S. Coast Guard. At every port I have to clear in with the police, so I'm never arrested.
The Sea Shepherd are, pirates, and they stand up against it, and you go, well, that's one opinion, and every issue has two sides to it.
I meet a lot of young people who see through this, and they are the ones who I think will be starting to change.
The movement doesn't have any leaders. When I look around the world, all the great achievements, social achievements, have been done by individuals.
Well, it brings together people from all walks of life.
Older people, younger people, some crazy people. But yeah, just people like you would meet in a day-to-day, whatever.